Welcome back to the video series on rnMaster in Foundry Virtual Tabletop. This is the next installment in the going through all the great macro support that's available in Foundry Virtual Tabletop version 8 or 0.8 with the rnMaster system. So the rnMaster system, this latest release, added some great macro support, and I'm using it. I'm having a lot of fun with it on spells and making fun spells. This particular video, I'm going to be going over having a spell or a macro create an active effect and apply it to a target. So in this case, my spellcaster is Halea. I'm targeting Sir Knight here, and I'm going to cast a spell which grants him a little extra boost with his sword attacks and defense. So let me just show you what it does. Pointy McSword face. I'm going to roll it. I got a marginal success. You see here I've got my house rule still in effect from last video. And what happened is the Sir Knight got an active effect applied to him, and the effect, the name matches the spell. The icon also matches the spell, and it's adding 5 to the melee defenses and the melee attacks. And we go in here and we look at it. Duration is 10 rounds. So after 10 rounds, this particular spell effect will wear off and his sword will become a normal non-magical sword. All right, let's go in depth in how I did this. Pulling up the spell, we want to look at the macro. This block of text here, this is making sure that we have one and only one target selected. This block of code is actually on the example macros. Common code snippets is get the targeted actor, and so it will check to see if the target size is 0 or if it's greater than 1, and it's going to give a particular error message based on what that is. I'll put the link for that page in the description of this video. I'm also logging the target actor, and I'm doing this to show how I get some of the data that's coming right below here. So then I check to see if the spell was successful, because if it's not successful, then we don't need to do anything. If the roll result is a success, then what we're going to do, I'm going to skip down a little bit, we're going to either create or reactivate an active effect. Now remember, the active effect expires after 10 rounds. Well, what happens after 10 rounds is the effect is still on the actor, it's just disabled. And so we don't want to be creating new effects all the time. We want to first find the effect. If we find it, just re-enable it. And so that's what we're doing down here, is we're looking to see if the target actor effects has a label that matches the spell name. Okay. If he already has or she already has a active effect with a label that matches the spell name, then we're going to take that and we're going to update it, where we're going to set disabled equal to false. So this is the key thing that we're doing. We're also reestablishing the duration is just going to be 10 rounds. Okay, and we're going to be passing in these changes which were set up here. These changes are going to be adjusting the melee DML and the melee AML, and we're going to be adding in either 5 or 10. Okay. Now, if we can't find an active effect, then what we're going to do is we're going to create a new one, and we need to create active effect data. And again, it's got the label, the icon. This is where we're setting it to be the same as the spell name. We're going to give it a duration of 10 rounds in this case. And again, we're passing in the change data. So let's take a little bit closer look here at this change data. Okay, this is the most cryptic part of this. And what we're doing is we're creating a change data, which is an array of 2 maps. And the maps have 2 elements, a key and a value. Oh, and a mode, sorry. And the key is this cryptic text. Okay, the value bonus, that's easy to figure out, 5 or 10. Okay, that's what we want to add into it. And this mode, what the heck is the mode? So how do you find out what to put in for this change data? That's why I put in this console log target actor. What you do, or what I do, is I go into an actor, I set the effects that I already want to have, and I log the actor. Okay, I can just do it with a throwaway spell. I can do it like I did here, which is just in the middle of a spell that I'm actually working on. Doesn't matter. What you do is you're going to create the actor with the effect that you want. You're going to go in, you're going to expand it here. So here's this log statement, okay, rnMaster actor, and you're going to need to dig down. And so what you need to do is you're going to go into the actor sheet, you're going to go into the data, you're going to go into the effects that that actor data has. Here we see it's got a singular active effect, and it's got a value of an active effect here, and it's got the active effect data. This is what we're looking for, the active effect data. And it's got changes. Here's the array of 2 changes. Here's the effective change data. It's got this key, it's got this mode, it's got this value. And that's where we get these, and in order to put them into the change data. So here's that data EPH melee DML, and then the next element here is data EPH melee AML mod. So that's where you get that. So once again, in summary, we check that we've got exactly 1 actor selected, or targeted, excuse me. We decide if we're going to do a bonus of 5 or 10. We create this change data, and in order to get the change data, we create an active effect that we want, and we log that dude. We log the actor that has it, and we dig down into the data structure until we find it. And then we're just going to copy it over into here. And we're then going to look back in the macro, we're going to go into the target actor, we're going to go through all their effects. We're going to find one that matches the spell name. We're either going to update it if it exists, or we're going to create it if it doesn't exist. And that's it. This creates an active effect which has a positive impact on the targeted token. You can have any active effect in here that you want. This is super powerful. Thank you very much for listening. I will be continuing these. I'll create one for token FX. I'll create one for creating a spell template, and those are coming up next. Thank you.